Welcome back to Forza Horizon 4, guys. In today's video, we're jumping into the brand new Forza Horizon 4 Update 27. It includes three brand new cars, 2 new car packs, 1 new game mode, as well as Forza has also been working on some things behind the scenes that you may not have known about. Now, sit back and relax. This is gonna be a pretty cool one. Now, real quick before we do get into any of this stuff, if you do want to see any of these cars in more detail, including gameplay, the customization, the upgrades, and so on, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because as soon as they're available in the game, I will have a video here on the channel for you guys. So, if you don't want to miss that, you know what you gotta do. Anyways, without further ado, let's jump into it and start it off with this thing. This is Chris Forsberg's Nissan 370Z built for Formula Drift, which you can go and unlock by completing an event in the middle of spring. Super easy to do, and you unlock this absolute behemoth of a vehicle. It may not look like it, but underneath a very normal looking 370Z actually is a super lightweight, stripped down 370Z with a Nissan GTR engine in it, producing over 1,000 horsepower. It is insane. Anyways, you might actually recognize this car because it actually leaked for Forza Horizon 4 over a year ago by the man himself, Chris Forsberg, where he shared on his social media that he was having his car scanned for a Forza game. Well, if you fast forward a year and a half, this is where it finally ended up in Update 27 for Forza Horizon 4. Anyways, in terms of Forza Horizon 4, this might very well be one of the next most OP vehicles in this game. Oftentimes, recently, we've had a lot of these Formula Drift cars turn into power builds. Essentially, cars that have very minimal grip, but absurd amounts of horsepower to rocket it down the straights, and they have been ripping it up on certain leaderboards. Will that be the case for this 370Z? I have absolutely no idea. We will find out on Thursday, so make sure you subscribe. I will see you guys then. Let's move it away from that behemoth, though, and move it into a different type of behemoth. This is the Lexus Rcf, a big, heavy boy. You might remember this thing from Forza Motorsport 6 or Forza Horizon 2, but most probably from Forza Horizon 3, where it featured an awesome Rocket Bunny wide body kit with a huge meaty wing on the back of it. Hopefully that will transfer over to Forza Horizon 4. We will have to see. Anyways, essentially, under all of these flashy Lexus badges, this is a Japanese muscle car. It's got a big old V8 with 460 horsepower, almost 400 foot-pounds of torque, and it is definitely on an American diet, weighing almost 4,000 pounds. Regardless, though, it is one of the coolest cars out there, and I am so happy that we are finally getting this thing back for Forza Horizon 4. It was definitely missed. I am super pumped to check it out in Forza Horizon 4 because I have a feeling the engine swaps we're going to be able to do to this thing are going to be pretty cool. Again, we will have to see when this car comes out. After that, though, we can move it over to the winter season where we don't actually get a new car, which I'm going to say is a good thing. Moving over to the spring where we first come to this. This is the Lexus Isf, which you can get by completing an event in the middle of spring. This thing has been in plenty of previous Forza games, dating back to Forza Motorsport 3. That is how old this is. It's from 2009. And again, this Lexus Isf is actually very similar to the Lexus Rcf, in that underneath all of those Lexus badges, it is essentially another Japanese muscle car. Big old V8, this one with about 410 horsepower, 370 foot-pounds of torque, rear-wheel drive. This one, for me, actually has a very soft spot in my heart. I always loved these things back in the day. However, unfortunately, they were always very expensive. My neighbor has one of these, though, and I get the privilege of seeing it every single day, and it is one of the coolest cars out there. I love this thing. And again, in terms of Forza Horizon 4, we're probably going to get some really good engine swaps for this thing, so stay tuned for that. After the Lexuses, though, we can move it over to this thing. The Subaru BR... What do you mean that's not the right one? What do you mean? It's the same car! Sorry, my mistake. That can happen every now and again. This is the Scion FR... What do you mean it's not a... It's a Toyota? What? Hey... It's different. I don't know what's going on today. Apologies. This is the Toyota GT86, which is the same car that we already have. This is probably the most useless car we have ever gotten a Forza Horizon update, but regardless, pretty cool to get this one in as well. For those of you who don't know, this is identical to the Subaru BRZ Scion FRS. They are all exactly the same car with the badge crossed out and Toyota stuck on with paper. Anyways, for those of you who don't know, this thing is super slow. It might look really cool. It's only got 200 horsepower, though, 150 foot-pounds of torque, and if you try to overtake a Camry, you'll get beaten. However, that is not what's important. This is a tuner's dream. Hopefully, we're gonna get some awesome wide-body kits, and hopefully, we will get some new stuff. We will have to see, though. We're gonna unlock this thing by completing an event in the middle of spring, which is gonna be fun. Anyways, let's move it on from the 3.5 new cars and onto this. This is the brand new game mode called Drag Run. Now, I call it a new game mode because it doesn't actually implement any new features or anything like that. Essentially, all it does is not toss you back into free roam and doesn't allow you to choose a new car, to basically allow you to keep doing drag races over and over and over. So here's what you do. You rock up to any of the drag racing events in Forza Horizon 4, you click on the drag run, you select your car that's in the PI requirement, you load into your race, you do your race, you load back into the start, you keep going, best of 3. Once you're done those 3 events, you start from the beginning, it'll give you a PI, you choose your car, and you go on. Essentially, it's gonna make your drag racing online much quicker. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be possible in private lobbies. So, say for example, I start up a private lobby with you guys, and we're all going in and we're doing a drag racing competition. And we wanna have a couple of runs for practice, and then the third one is our go-to. Unfortunately, for us, it still seems like we're gonna need to quit out, load back in, quit out, and so on and so forth. So hopefully Playground Games will make it so we can go in and make these private as well. We don't actually know just yet. We will have to find out when the update comes out. After the new game mode, let's move it on to those 2 new car packs. This, which is the high performance car pack, and this, which is the Icons car pack. They are identical to the car packs from last month in that they actually include no new cars. These are essentially for people who haven't purchased the car pass. Basically, they are a cheaper alternative than going out and purchasing the entire car pass and purchasing just an individual car pack with the cars that you want. Always good to see, gives people more options. And last but not least, we can jump it into the brand new updates that Forza is dropping in. And this time, there is only one, but it's a big. If you checked out my Forza Bans video from a little while ago, you might remember I showcased these, the danger sign leaderboards, and showcased just how broken they were. Well, it turns out behind the scenes, Forza has been hard at work at cleaning those up. So if you jump onto them now, they now look like this, significantly better. You will spot a couple of strange scores every now and again, but significantly improved. Very nice to see for you. And with all of that being said, that is the brand new Forza Horizon 4 Update 27. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you subscribe if you want to check out those vehicles coming every single Thursday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon with some more Forza Horizon 4. See you guys then. Bye!